And Sean, 1460 AM WVOX Warriors. It is such an honor to welcome Rosemarie D'Alessandro to Warrior Wednesday. Rosemarie joins us to share information about a very special event happening tonight, April 19th, at the Hillsdale train station in Hillsdale, New Jersey. Please follow Rosemarie D'Alessandro and her incredible lifelong work and advocacy at jonesjoy.org. Welcome, Rosemarie, to the Warriors.
Hello, everybody. Hi. How are you? I am very, honored to be speaking here.
Can you talk about how
today,
that? How does this?
Share with you
it's like a different.
A very important. I can't even explain to you, but it's the 50th anniversary.
I can't believe it.
Imagine, and it's the time 50 years ago. At 3 p.m., Joan was sexually assaulted, and she's my little girl, and she was absolutely slaughtered just 3 houses down from me by my neighbor, a school teacher. And what happened was it just woke up the community to something they had never seen before, because innocence was part of life then. Freedom for children to play in the street and to just be children and play on their lawn and not worry about being taken. That's the way it was 50 years ago. So Joan had gone to deliver the last 2 boxes of cookies to my neighbor, and children were going all day delivering cookies. But Joan was only able to go to 4 blocks, and she had gone with my daughter, who was a year older, my other daughter. And what happened was that there were 2 boxes left, and they had gone to deliver together in the morning, and her sister had gone to play to softball, and she had on her bicycle by herself, just blocks away, and Joan was playing on the front lawn, saw the car come into the driveway. She hurriedly comes into the foyer, says, "Mommy, the new car is there. I'm going to go. I'm going, very fast." And I saw her ponytail popping up and down. And, "Goodbye, Joan. Goodbye, Mommy. I'll be right back." And she never came back.
So sorry, Rosemarie.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let the Warriors, the listeners know, Joan went to the neighbors to deliver the Girl Scout cookies. And that's how this all started. But I want to make sure I say this to you, Rosemarie. I want to thank you for all of your decades-long work with helping raise awareness, educating about all children. Joan, of course, being the catalyst, but safety in the name of your beautiful daughter, Joan, and sharing your story so bravely, because it's very hard to do this with the public.
It's not easy.
Right, but you've created, you never stopped. I mean, you created and changed policy. You helped to reform the justice system. You're helping the concerned public become more educated, even though this was 50 years ago.
We're going for another law in New York State.
No, hold that, because I want to get to that.
Okay.
But I want you to know how much of an impact over 50 years. Now, 50 years, you've been telling me about your book. Now you're going to have the book at the event tonight, correct?
Well, see, the event tonight will be at 7 p.m.
Right.
And it will be at the Butterfly Sculpture and Garden.
In town, right by the train station, right,
and
for Joan.
Each decade will be having a speaker of that decade, plus music before the speaker comes on. The speaker will have been lived at that time or been involved. So like in the 70s, there will be a young man that was a policeman at that time that was at my house on April 19th, 50 years ago, and he was part of the investigation. And he will be coming tonight and talking about things that I had just found out about. I didn't even know. So, and that shows you the 70s, and there'll be music. The music at that time will be all hold on, because I really had to hold on, and I had to, decide, was I going to just let myself go, or was I going to be making this pain be valuable and do something for the world. And so Joan would be starting it, because I always believe it started with Joan, but it's really a bigger picture. Always a bigger picture. It can't be just about yourself. That's what I believe in, and Joan would have been the same way. If somebody needed help, she would be helping them. So that's why we want to, we want to remember Joan, and we want to support her inspiration. So we have joansjoy.org, and you could look, we have the website, JOANSJOY.org. So if you come tonight, it's in Hillsdale, it's right in front of the train station, and it's going to be not all solemn, it'll start solemn, but it will proceed and go to hope. Because at the end, the song will be hope for that decade, and it will be about triumph.
And I want to mention, Rosemarie, the book, it's called The Message of Light Amid Letters of Darkness, written by you. I was actually in your home and saw, in your office you had piles of papers and going through things last year and getting organized. How else? So obviously Hillsdale train station tonight. You can't miss it, everybody. It's right in the center of town. Beautiful monument to Joan. Everybody will be gathered there. How else
like
can...
a sculpture.
Yes, by the sculpture, right in the middle of town. How else can the public get involved and help you?
Well, you could come tonight. You could come and you could, say, if you live close, then you could be part of helping with the yard sale, with our safety fest. You could help with donations. Donations will go to children of neglect, of abuse, of everything, that Lynn was talking about. And then we also, we do a scholarship, stand up and do something,
You do it all.
And then we also have a program now, which is a relaxation, and it also helps with kindness. So it's an anti-bullying program in the schools.
Good.
And now it's in 5 schools.
Oh, good. We got to talk about that, because that's a huge problem, especially
and then
online.
You can donate towards that, because that's like $1,200.
For each school?
A year.
For each school?
No.
Oh, for the whole program?
I have a very good professional.
Okay.
She's really good, and she wants to do help in her own way. So that's where you can help. I have no attorney.
When
I'm
all
an
the clouds
accountant.
darken
My son who assisted me with all this for tonight, this is John, and he's the vice president. I mean, we need help coming here. Help me with, just manual stuff, but means a lot. Like, help me sort. I still have to go and sort so many cabinets because it's just so much to keep up with.
So much. And you had...
and Lynn understands that, that's for sure.
Oh, I understand. I understand all of it.
She does this 24/7.
joansjoy.org, everybody, is the website. Now tell us about, Rosemarie, what is going on with the law right now. Get into the law a little bit.
The law, this is the 6th law. We'd have 5 laws passed, 1 on the federal level, and this is going to be the expansion of Joan's Law in New York State. Now we have in New York State Joan's Law, which says no parole. That means no parole. That these criminals, they die in prison. And that if they sexually assault and murder a child under 14. And I always wanted it under 18, and, we just...
You just did. Now, Rosemarie, I want you to hold your thoughts. Can you hold on? We're going to take a short commercial break, but I want to finish up with you. This is very important to talk about this legislation, so please hold on. Warriors, we're going to return with Rosemarie D'Alessandro, joansjoy.org. Stay tuned. Right here to Lynn's Warriors on WVOX. Wax. We're talking with Rosemarie D'Alessandro from jonesjoy.org. I want to remind all of you out there, April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month, as well as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Rosemarie, let's continue. You were in the middle of explaining something very important about the legislation you've been working on for years. This is the 6th law in existence. Please continue.
Okay, now, with this law, it's called the Expansion of Joan's Law. And what it does is expand the age to under 18. So that means all minors will be able to get, some justice, or their families will. And what it will do, it will say, like anybody that has done this, they will not be able to get out of prison ever. I mean, it'll mean...
To any child, if they've done this to a child.
No parole.
Right. Under 18, any child, they've...
Because the way it is, you think that they're going to stay in for life, but they're going to stay in for life. So that means there won't be appeals and testifying by the family. I mean, we had appeals for years. We had appeals. I had to testify 3 times. And this law, it was never, any law we got was never retroactive, okay, as far as Joan's Law. But you know what, everyone? If we just think of saying, okay, it's not going to help me, I'm not going to bother anymore, because that's what happened. If that law was there when Joan died, we wouldn't have to go through testifying, we wouldn't have to go through appeals, and the person he would just be in prison, and you wouldn't have to worry about that. So anyway, what I want to say is that it's so important that we really fight for something. And if you want to help anything with what we do, we need messages. We need to bring awareness. You need
warriors.
I'm not that great with social media. Anybody that's really good at that, I could get help with that. And then the law is going to be called Paula's Law. And because this happened in Pearl River, New York State, she was 16, and she was raped, and she was murdered. And, I said, let's call it Paula's Law, the expansion of Joan's Law.
Well, it sounds absolutely incredible, and of course you can always count on me, Rosemarie, to promote, to share, to get the word out. Everybody, jonesjoy.org. You heard Rosemarie. She needs volunteers, donations. Cyberbullying is a big problem. We always talk about it on the Warriors. Rosemarie has the program.
Well, we could get, if you want that program
very few
in your
have
school,
the strength to turn their
it
trauma
doesn't matter. It
into
could go to New
something
York State,
good
it
Right.
could be
for the
Connecticut,
rest
it could be
of the
any
world.
place in the United States.
There
We
are
will do it. We
things
will
we
donate
think
it.
we can
Okay,
never
don't worry.
survive.
I'll be promoting it and
A
putting it
loved
on the
one is
Warriors
murdered,
website and everything, all the
suddenly
information.
terribly
Tonight,
taken
Warriors,
from us.
at the Hillsdale train station by the monument, you can't miss it, is going to be
I call it a sculpture.
I'm sorry, sculpture, not monument, sculpture. The event, 5 decades of speakers with music commemorating Joan's life and all of your work, Rosemarie. It's been just...
It'll be a story.
It'll be incredible. I hope you have somebody filming it.
It won't be boring.
No, but I hope you have somebody filming it for you.
Well, I have somebody doing video, but
Okay.
I don't have a filmmaker. Now, do you want me to talk about the book?
Of course I do. That's what we're here for, the message of light and the letters of darkness.
Because that's big.
Yeah.
Okay, tonight will be the first time it'll be a prototype of the book. The book will be coming out hopefully in June. And the book is really, it started because I was given 332 letters. Okay, I'm just going to do something here. Just hold on. I was given 332 letters, and it was at one of our yard sales. by the son of the pen pal that Joan's killer was writing to for 34 years.
It's such a chilling story, Rosemarie.
And later on, I was to find out through an article that my son John saw that the son of this person that was writing to the killer was a
Last
pedophile.
year, we were upstate. My friend John
Even
Duncan.
more chilling. Yeah.
Came
We
to
go
my
to the
house
site
twice.
quite often. We like to maintain it.
But I sensed something, but yet I sensed that he still, I just sensed that he wanted the person to stay in prison longer. And that's what helped us to get a longer hit, getting those letters.
Right.
Because every time the parole board needs new information to keep the killer in prison. It's very, very...
So it was like evidence. It was like evidence for all those parole.
It's very, like, disgusting to hear. Like, there's so much opportunity for the killer. And so anyway, I said, what are we going to do with the letters? First, I was going to give them to, put just a book of letters. I said, then I was enlightened. I woke up, I guess, from a dream, and said, there has to be light there, not just darkness. So then I thought to parallel my life at the time the letters were written. So you will see that. And when you see about my life, a lot of you have gone through different things. Well, you'll see what I went through, and that's why I could understand what so many people go through. I mean, you'll see parts of it where I was almost killed twice.
Mm.
And I don't get upset now, but it's really true.
But you always, this is the part that always has amazed me about you, Rosemarie. You always got out of bed, always fought, kept going, kept saying it's for the bigger purpose, it's for other children. I don't frankly know how you were able to do everything you've done.
I think sometimes we're born with certain things, and I could see even as a little girl, I might be insecure because I went through abuse, you'll see in the book, and but there was always a fighter in me, even when I was little. So
you're a warrior. That's why you're the number one warrior. That's what I call you.
So I would defend my grandmother. I was 7 years old, even if I would get hurt. So that's the way I did.
I remember you told me. I remember about your grandmother.
So therefore, it's there. But still, I really believe that. I really believe. And then I guess, there's so many ways we get our strength. And you'll see different ways how I got my strength. And one of the ways is, some of us believe in a higher power. Some of us have our faith. I mean, I don't wear it on my sleeves, but it's part of me, inside me, is in my faith, of believing in the Beatitudes, believing in the commandments, stuff like that. But I don't wear it on my sleeves because I believe that what anybody believes in beyond themselves is going to help them.
Absolutely. Well, Rosemarie D'Alessandro, we have to let you go. I want to remind everybody the book, you think it'll be out in June, The Message of Light Amid Letters of Darkness, jonesjoy.org. You heard Rosemarie. She needs help with a lot of different things, jonesjoy.org. Tonight, Hillsdale, New Jersey train station. Everybody be there, or be square, as we like to say. And I want to say to you, Rosemarie D'Alessandro, thank you so much, again, for bravely speaking up all these decades and changing laws and keeping all children safe. We will speak again soon. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
That's Rosemarie D'Alessandro, jonesjoy.org, doing wonderful things for children, how this woman would have the strength after her daughter was horrifically murdered and to carry on. The most important thing is Rosemarie is a role model. She's a warrior, perfect example of a warrior, because she changed laws, meaning no person who murders or sexually abuses a child under the age of 18 will now in New York State be able to have any kind of parole, get out of jail, prison, anything like that. These are the kind of take actions that you need to know about when we have things like this where we need sign-ons. whether it's New York, whether it's New Jersey, whether it's Connecticut, or across the country,